Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Circulism Art Books has really been coming out with some new books lately. This is by Eclipse, or Ajay Quinnell. This is Papilio, I believe is how it's pronounced, and that's butterflies. And this one is Wildflower. Now, as I go through these, you're going to notice this is kind of their standard format as far as difficulty level. This one is quite a bit more detailed. As you can see, I've done a number of them in each book. Even though this one is more difficult, these pictures turn out beautiful. So let's look at the butterfly book first. I love this book, as you can tell. So this is the front cover, the back cover with their standard color palette. And again, their color palette stays the same throughout all of their books. So I always buy mine on their deluxe paper. I just love this paper. So I will leave links down below to both of these books in both the standard and the deluxe paper. I forgot how it's referred to on Amazon. It's not deluxe paper, but it is this nice shiny paper. So here is a color palette. You can match up your colors with a couple of different mediums. And then we get into the book itself. Now these, I used all Copics in this book. Isn't that gorgeous? Now the paper is shiny, but they're so pretty. Now, on all of their pictures, they have the outline the same color as the majority of the background. Oh, this one just had black, so that's different. But I decided I didn't like that. So what I ended up doing, because this was all pink also, the same pink as this, I decided to outline it in a different color. So I picked out a color from inside and I outlined it in that. So that's what I decided to do for the rest of this book. You'll see the color palette over on the left-hand side. I say this for every flip through I do of their books. Of course, nice to have the color palette on, the left-hand side for every picture, but I sure wish they would put this in a list. This is really hard, kind of hard to follow, but they do only list the colors that you need on this picture. However, I have found quite a number of mistakes in that. There are some colors listed over here that are not needed for that picture, and there are some colors over here that are not listed there. So, as long as you have your color palette figured out for these books, it wasn't a problem. I didn't have a problem with it, but just be aware of that. So you can see here, I picked out the yellow from in here. And that's what I decided to outline my picture with. Otherwise, it was, I can't remember, it was one of these blues, this light blue, I think. And then this one, I didn't have to worry about because it did have the black around it. Oh, but these are so much fun. I love them. So this is what it looks like when it is not colored in. So I believe Papilio is referring specifically to the swallowtail butterfly family. So this is your typical, swallowtail. When I looked up what Papilio means, it did refer to the swallowtail, specifically to the swallowtail butterflies. Isn't that cool? Love that one. like that too. So a lot of these do have the black around the outside. So then, you know, it's not a problem. Here, I'm not sure, 15, if that's going to be the same as what's in the background. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, I see, because here are 8s. Yeah, that one won't be a problem. These are so cool. I can see I will be finishing this book. The next book, too, I love. Those pictures do take a little bit longer. As you can see, this one does have the different size circles. I believe their last book, all the circles were the same size. And then in the back, we do have a couple blank sheets if you want to match up your coloring medium to the colors. All right, so that one is the butterfly book called Papilio. And this one is Wildflower. So this is the front cover, the back cover. Again, standard color palette. Of course, love this one because of the purple cover. No, just kidding. All right, come on. First page is the same with their color palette that you can fill in with a couple coloring mediums. And then we get to the pages. So as you can see, they are quite a bit more detailed. As a matter of fact, I'll zoom you in a little. So yeah, there are some smaller areas. And especially this picture. And I think they have this in a number of the pictures with the teeny white lines that are, you leave these little white dots white. But doesn't that add a lot to the picture? I love how it looks when it's done. Now, like the purple in the middle, had to be quite careful so that you didn't cover up the white tiny dots. But yeah, again, love how it looks when the picture's done. And again, on this deluxe paper, that ink does not spread out. So you don't have to worry about it, you know, covering up the white dots. Now, if you had the standard paper and you're coloring with alcohol markers, you would have to worry more about that and stay away from the lines. So when the ink spreads, you won't go over that. Let me zoom you back out. Okay, left a lot of white in here, and I like how that enhanced the picture. These were all done with my Ohuhu brush markers. And again, so much fun. But yeah, quite a bit more detailed. But I love how that detail looks. Now your fine tip, if you have a chisel and fine tip alcohol marker, the fine tip would work really good on here too. I, of course, always use my brush markers, but I think fine tips would work really good in this book. Or your ultra fine tip Sharpies for like pages like this would work really good. And if you have fine tip water-based markers, oh, that's cool. Not sure how pencils will work on this paper. I would think not too well, just because of how smooth this paper is. Now, if you had the standard paper, it would, you know, pencils would work on that. Just not this shiny, shiny paper. Very, very smooth, and that's why it works so well with both alcohol and water-based markers. So pretty. Ooh, I like that too. Wow, look at the detail in there. Bet you that'll be gorgeous when it's done. Another book I'd love to finish. Oh, isn't that pretty? Wonder what colors these are going to be. 18 indigo blue, pink, and then there's some red out here, so quite a few colors in there. All right, so again, we have a blank sheet at the back. You want to test out your coloring mediums and match up some colors. All right, so there you go. We have Wildflower and Papilio. So again, I'll leave links to these two books in both the deluxe versions on the deluxe paper and the standard paper if you like these books and would like to check them out. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the flip throughs. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a terrific day. And as always, happy coloring. Bye guys.